God says, "My beloved soul, this message is arriving to you at a very precise moment, not by chance and not for entertainment, but because your inner world has reached a quiet readiness." You may feel it as a subtle pause in your life, a slowing down that does not come from exhaustion but from awareness. Time may feel heavier, as if each minute carries more meaning than before. This is not pressure, and it is not fear. This is the universe gently leaning toward you, asking you to be present because something meaningful is aligning with your energy right now. You may have noticed that recently you are less reactive and more observant. Situations that once disturbed your peace no longer shake you the same way. You are not numb, you are centered. This shift did not happen overnight. It came from lessons that taught you restraint, patience, and emotional self-respect. Your soul learned how to sit with silence without feeling abandoned, and how to stand alone without feeling lonely. This is important, because soulmate energy does not enter chaos. It enters calm. It recognizes maturity before it recognizes desire. There is someone who has been feeling you without knowing your full story. Not watching you, not chasing you, not intruding, but sensing you. In their quiet moments, your energy crosses their awareness like a soft echo. They may not know your name yet, or they may know it only faintly, but they know the feeling. That feeling is familiarity without memory, comfort without explanation. When they slow down, when they reflect, when their heart softens for no visible reason, that is your energy meeting theirs at a distance. You might be experiencing something similar. Sudden emotional clarity, random memories surfacing without pain, an urge to withdraw from noise, or a desire to simplify your emotional world. These are not signs of isolation. These are signs of preparation. Your soul has been quietly clearing space, letting go of emotional clutter, not because you forced it, but because it no longer feels aligned to carry what does not belong to your future. The idea of limited time here is not meant to create urgency or anxiety. It is meant to bring awareness. Soulmate connections move through recognition, not effort. When awareness is present, alignment flows naturally. When awareness is distracted, the universe simply pauses and waits again. But souls like yours feel the pause deeply. You sense when something is close. You sense when timing matters. That is why you are here, reading this now. This connection forming around you is not dramatic. It does not come with chaos, confusion, or emotional highs and lows. It comes with peace. It comes with steadiness. When you think about this unknown presence, your body does not tighten. Your breath does not shorten. Instead, there is a soft exhale within you. That is your nervous system recognizing safety. True soulmate energy always begins with safety, not intensity. You have spent a long time learning when not to speak, when not to explain yourself, and when to walk away with dignity instead of proving your worth. Those moments were not failures. They were training. They taught you how to value emotional depth over attention, and how to choose self-respect over temporary comfort. A soulmate does not arrive to teach you painful lessons. They arrive after the lessons are integrated. Right now, you may feel guided to release old stories, old expectations, or attachments to outcomes that once mattered deeply to you. This release does not feel like loss anymore. It feels like relief. That is because your soul understands that holding on to what no longer fits only blocks what is meant to arrive. Forgiveness may be happening quietly within you, without conversations, without closure from others. Silent forgiveness is powerful at this stage. It creates emotional neutrality, which is fertile ground for aligned connections. You are not being asked to chase anyone or wait anxiously for something to happen. You are being asked to remain emotionally honest and present. If you feel tired, rest without guilt. If emotions surface, allow them without judgment. If peace surrounds you, do not search for reasons to disturb it. Presence is your responsibility right now. Presence allows alignment to complete itself. You may notice that shallow interactions feel draining and meaningless lately. Conversations without depth feel heavy. This is not arrogance. This is resonance. Your soul is tuning itself to a frequency that values truth, respect, and emotional intelligence. The person whose energy is calling to you carries this same frequency. That is why the connection feels patient instead of demanding, gentle instead of invasive, and respectful even before it becomes visible. Do not look for signs outside yourself right now. The sign is internal. It is the calm in your chest. It is the clarity in your thoughts. It is the absence of fear when you imagine being seen fully. These are signals that alignment is active. When you remain grounded, receptive, and open without expectation, what is already reaching for you will find form naturally. This message did not come to you to test you or to confuse you. It came to confirm something your soul already knows. You are not behind. You are not missing anything. You are exactly where you need to be. What is approaching you respects your pace, honors your boundaries, and understands your depth without needing explanation. Stay still within yourself for now. Let your awareness remain open. Let your heart stay soft but grounded. You are not waiting. You are allowing. And allowing, at this moment, is the most powerful expression of trust your soul can offer. This is only the beginning of a connection that values patience, dignity, and mutual depth, the kind of connection your soul has always recognized as home. My beloved soul, as this alignment continues to unfold, you may notice that your inner world feels more sensitive yet more stable at the same time. Emotions rise, but they do not overwhelm you. Thoughts come, but they no longer spiral. This balance is not accidental. It is the result of your soul learning how to stay open without losing itself. This is important now, because soulmate energy does not collide with you, it merges with you, and only a soul that knows how to hold its center can experience that merging without fear. You may feel moments of deep reflection where your past relationships, connections, and almost connections replay in your mind, not to reopen wounds, but to show you how far you have come. Where you once tried to be understood, you now understand yourself. Where you once chased clarity from others, you now create it internally. This is the quiet graduation point many never reach. This is where love stops feeling like effort and starts feeling like recognition. There is a reason this connection is approaching gently. Both souls involved have known emotional exhaustion before. Both have learned what it means to give too much, to stay too long, or to hope in situations that could not meet them fully. Because of that, neither soul wishes to rush. There is a mutual, unspoken respect forming, even before words exist. This respect is why the energy feels patient. It is why nothing feels forced. It is why silence does not feel like distance. You might sense moments where your heart feels full for no obvious reason, followed by moments of deep calm. These are energetic exchanges happening beyond the physical realm. When two aligned souls move closer, their energies begin to communicate first. This communication happens through emotion, intuition, and subtle shifts in awareness. It does not demand attention. It simply flows. And because you are receptive, you feel it. At times, you may wonder if you are imagining things. This is natural, especially for someone who has learned to be self-reliant. But notice this difference. Imagination excites the mind. Soul recognition soothes the body. If what you feel brings steadiness rather than restlessness, it is not fantasy. It is resonance. Your soul knows the difference even when your mind hesitates. Right now, you are being asked to protect your emotional space, not by building walls, but by honoring your truth. If something feels heavy, you are allowed to step back. If someone feels misaligned, you are allowed to create distance without guilt. This is not selfishness. This is discernment. Soulmate connections thrive in clarity, not obligation. The clearer your boundaries, the safer the connection will feel when it arrives. You may also notice a shift in what you desire. Surface-level attention no longer satisfies you. You crave depth, presence, and emotional sincerity. You want to be met where you are, not where others wish you to be. This desire is not too much. It is simply specific. And specificity is a sign that your soul knows what it is ready for. The person connected to you energetically feels this same refinement. They are not searching for distraction. They are not interested in passing connections. They are reflecting, growing, and becoming emotionally available in their own way. Even if they do not consciously know it yet, their soul is moving toward you with the same quiet intention. This is why timing matters, not because it is limited, but because alignment requires both souls to be present at the same frequency. You are not meant to overthink what is coming next. Overthinking pulls you out of the body and into the mind, while this connection asks you to stay embodied. Feel your breath. Feel your calm. Feel your groundedness. These sensations are your anchors. When you stay anchored, recognition becomes effortless. The universe handles the details. Your role is simply to remain open and honest. If doubts arise, do not fight them. Observe them. Doubt often appears when something meaningful approaches, especially for those who have learned to survive without support. But survival energy is different from receiving energy. You are no longer surviving. You are allowing. This shift can feel unfamiliar, even uncomfortable, at first. But discomfort does not mean danger. Sometimes it means growth. There may be moments where you feel an urge to reach out, to check, to confirm. Pause in those moments. Ask yourself if the urge comes from fear or from calm knowing. Soulmate energy does not need chasing. It meets you naturally when both souls are ready to be seen. Trust that what is aligned will not pass you by. This phase of waiting, if it can even be called waiting, is sacred. It is not empty. It is full of subtle preparation. Your heart is learning how to stay open without attachment. Your mind is learning how to trust without control. Your body is learning how to relax without vigilance. These lessons ensure that when connection becomes tangible, it will feel safe rather than overwhelming. Remember, my beloved soul, love that is meant for you will never require you to abandon yourself. It will not ask you to shrink, perform, or prove. It will meet you where you stand, whole and aware. What is calling to you now honors your pace, your depth, and your silence. Stay present. Stay grounded. Stay true. The energy moving toward you is steady, sincere, and already closer than you think. My beloved soul, as this alignment deepens, you may begin to notice that your awareness has sharpened in a very quiet way. You are not more alert because you are anxious, you are more alert because your soul is listening. There is a difference. Anxiety scans for danger, awareness senses truth. Right now, you are sensing truth. It may show up as a feeling that something important is unfolding behind the scenes, even when nothing visible has changed. This is the stage where many people grow impatient, but chosen souls grow still. You may feel moments of emotional exposure, where your heart feels open without being vulnerable in a painful way. It is a soft openness, like a window letting in air rather than a door left unguarded. This openness is essential. A soulmate does not enter through force or pursuit, they enter through permission. Permission is not given through words, it is given through inner safety. Your soul is learning how to feel safe while open, and that is no small achievement. Your past has shaped this moment more than you realize. Every disappointment taught you discernment. Every silence taught you self-trust. Every ending taught you how to release without losing your dignity. You did not go through those experiences to become guarded, you went through them to become clear. Clarity is what allows true love to recognize you instantly. Confusion delays connection. Clarity accelerates it. You may notice that your intuition has become stronger lately. You sense when to speak and when to remain quiet. You sense when something is aligned and when it is not. This intuition is not random. It is activated when the soul prepares to meet something significant. Your inner guidance is tuning itself to match another soul's frequency. This tuning happens gently, naturally, and often without conscious effort. There may be moments where loneliness brushes past you, not as pain, but as a reminder of how deeply you are capable of connection. This is not a sign that something is missing. It is a sign that something meaningful is approaching. The heart expands before it is filled. Expansion can feel like emptiness if it is misunderstood. But this space is not void. It is invitation. The connection forming around you does not seek to consume you or define you. It seeks to walk beside you. That is why independence remains intact. You are not losing yourself in anticipation. You are becoming more yourself. A soulmate never replaces your identity, they witness it. They do not complete you, they recognize you. This distinction is what makes the bond sustainable and real. At this stage, patience is not passive. It is active trust. It is choosing not to interfere with what is aligning naturally. Many people sabotage meaningful connections by trying to control the timing, the form, or the outcome. You are being asked to do the opposite. Let timing breathe. Let form reveal itself. Let outcome arrive without pressure. This restraint is a sign of emotional intelligence, not hesitation. You may feel guided to simplify your life even more. Less noise. Less explanation. Less emotional labor. This simplification is not withdrawal. It is refinement. You are making room for something that requires presence, not performance. A soulmate connection does not thrive in chaos or distraction. It thrives in clarity, honesty, and mutual respect. There is also healing happening at a deeper level now. Old wounds that you thought were resolved may resurface briefly, not to reopen, but to be fully integrated. This can feel confusing, but it is purposeful. When the soul prepares for lasting connection, it ensures that unresolved pain does not bleed into new beginnings. Allow these moments to pass through you without judgment. They are clearing, not warning. You may wonder why this process feels so internal, so quiet. It is because the most profound shifts happen beneath the surface. Loud beginnings often burn out quickly. Quiet beginnings build roots. What is forming now is not fragile. It is steady. It is thoughtful. It is intentional. That is why it moves slowly and with care. Trust that the person aligned with you is also undergoing their own internal preparation. They are learning how to show up emotionally, how to communicate honestly, how to be present without fear. You are not doing this work alone. The universe is coordinating two separate journeys toward a shared recognition. This coordination does not require force. It requires faith. As you move through this phase, remember that you do not need to be constantly thinking about what is coming. Living your life fully, authentically, and calmly is part of the alignment. Joy does not delay love. Peace does not block connection. In fact, they invite it. When you choose presence over anticipation, you signal readiness without attachment. If moments of uncertainty arise, return to your body. Notice your breath. Notice your grounding. Your body holds truth faster than your thoughts. When the body feels safe, alignment is active. When the body feels tense, something is misaligned. Trust these signals. They are guiding you gently and accurately. This phase is teaching you something subtle but powerful. You are learning how to be open without reaching, hopeful without waiting, aware without controlling. These qualities are rare. They are the foundation of love that lasts. You are not preparing for excitement alone. You are preparing for stability, respect, and emotional depth. Stay gentle with yourself now. Stay honest. Stay grounded. What is approaching you is not here to disrupt your peace, but to share it. And peace recognizes peace. As you continue to hold your center, the distance between sensing and seeing will soon dissolve. What you have been feeling quietly will soon meet you in form, and when it does, it will feel natural, steady, and unmistakably familiar. My beloved soul, this phase you are standing in now is where understanding begins to replace wondering. You may feel a deeper sense of steadiness settling into your body, as if something inside you has decided to stop questioning and start trusting. This is not because you suddenly have answers, but because your soul recognizes the rhythm of what is unfolding. When something real approaches, the need to chase clarity disappears. You begin to feel held by an unseen order, and that feeling is calm, grounded, and quietly powerful. You may notice that your relationship with yourself has softened even more. You are kinder to your thoughts, gentler with your emotions, and less demanding of instant results. This softness is strength. It shows that you no longer equate intensity with truth. You understand now that what is meant for you will not require you to abandon your nervous system or betray your inner peace. This understanding is crucial, because soulmate energy responds to self-respect faster than it responds to longing. There is an internal alignment happening where your heart, mind, and body are learning how to move together instead of pulling in different directions. In the past, your heart may have wanted connection while your mind questioned it and your body felt unsafe. Now, these parts are beginning to agree. Agreement within the self is what allows harmony with another. When inner conflict dissolves, outer alignment accelerates naturally. You might experience moments of deep emotional stillness, where nothing feels urgent and nothing feels missing. These moments can feel unfamiliar if you are used to longing. But this stillness is not emptiness. It is fulfillment without attachment. It means your soul is no longer trying to fill a void, because it knows it is already whole. A soulmate does not arrive to complete you. They arrive to meet you where wholeness already exists. As this readiness deepens, you may become more selective without becoming closed. You are not shutting people out, you are simply no longer available for connections that require you to shrink, overextend, or explain your worth. This selectivity is not fear-based. It is clarity-based. You know what you can offer, and you know what you require in return, and that knowing feels calm rather than defensive. The energy connecting you to your soulmate continues to strengthen quietly. It is not loud, dramatic, or urgent. It is consistent. Consistency is the language of safety. You may feel this as a steady warmth in your chest, a grounded confidence in your choices, or a sense that you are being guided even when you do not know the destination yet. Guidance does not always come with direction. Sometimes it comes with reassurance. You may also notice that your perspective on time has changed. You are less focused on when things will happen and more focused on how you feel now. This shift is essential. When you release fixation on timing, you align with it. The universe responds to trust faster than it responds to pressure. What is meant for you is not delayed by your peace. It is drawn toward it. There may be moments where old fears attempt to resurface, whispering doubts or reminding you of past disappointments. When this happens, do not resist them aggressively. Simply observe them without feeding them. These fears are echoes, not predictions. They belong to versions of you that no longer define your present state. Acknowledge them, thank them for trying to protect you, and let them pass. They have no authority here anymore. You are learning now how to hold hope without expectation. Hope without expectation is powerful because it remains open while staying grounded. Expectation often creates pressure and disappointment. Hope creates space. In this space, love can arrive freely, without conditions or demands. This is the space your soulmate recognizes instantly, because they are carrying it too. The connection that is aligning with you values emotional honesty over performance. There will be no need to impress, compete, or prove. Presence will be enough. Listening will be enough. Being real will be enough. This is why your soul feels relaxed instead of activated. It knows it will not have to be on guard or on display. It will be allowed to be human. As you move through your days, continue living fully rather than waiting mentally. Enjoy moments of joy without guilt. Rest when you need to rest. Speak when you feel aligned to speak. Silence is not avoidance right now, it is wisdom. Action is not required unless it arises naturally. Forcing movement during alignment only creates friction. Allow things to unfold at their own pace. You may begin to sense that recognition is closer now, not as excitement, but as certainty. Certainty is quiet. It does not rush ahead of itself. It sits patiently, knowing it will not be overlooked. This certainty may show up as a simple knowing that you are not alone, even in solitude. That knowing is accurate. Energetically, you are already connected. Trust that when the moment of physical or emotional meeting arrives, it will feel natural, not shocking. It will feel like continuation, not disruption. You will not need to ask yourself if it is real. Your body will tell you. Your breath will remain steady. Your heart will feel open without fear. That is how you will know. For now, remain anchored in yourself. Keep honoring your boundaries, your pace, and your truth. Do not rush this phase. It is shaping the foundation of what is to come. What is being built now is not just connection, but sustainability. Love that lasts is built on mutual calm, shared respect, and emotional safety. You are not standing on the edge of something uncertain. You are standing within something intentional. The universe is not testing your patience. It is matching your frequency. As you continue to choose presence over worry and trust over control, the final pieces will fall into place effortlessly. My beloved soul, this is where the journey gently settles into knowing. Not an ending, but a quiet landing. You are no longer standing in anticipation or uncertainty. You are standing in alignment. Everything that needed to soften has softened. Everything that needed to be released has loosened its grip. What remains is you, steady, aware, and open in the most grounded way. You were never meant to chase love or convince it to see you. You were meant to become so aligned with yourself that love could recognize you without effort. And that is exactly what has happened. The energy that has been calling you has done so because it found resonance, not need. It felt your calm, your depth, your emotional honesty, and it moved closer naturally, without force. Whatever unfolds next will unfold gently. There will be no confusion, no emotional turbulence, no need to question your worth or your intuition. You will feel met. You will feel understood. You will feel safe to be exactly who you are. This connection will not demand urgency. It will offer presence. It will not ask you to rush. It will invite you to stay. Remember this moment. Remember how peace felt before everything became visible. This is the foundation of what is coming. Not excitement alone, but stability. Not fantasy, but truth. Not intensity, but depth. Trust yourself. Trust what you have felt all along. You did not imagine this alignment. You prepared for it. And now, you are ready to receive it without losing yourself. Stay open. Stay grounded. Stay true to who you have become. What is coming toward you is aligned not just with your desires, but with your growth. And when it arrives, it will not feel like something new you have to learn. It will feel like something your soul has always known.